Is it normal that everything Libra rising touches instantly turns into perfect beauty? Honestly, I've asked myself this more than once. But behind this calm smile and polished look, there are much more deeper story about childhood expectation, hidden pressure, relationships that test the heart, and a lifelong search for balance. In this video, we'll go into talk about real Libra rising personality, their appearance, their love dynamics, childhood patterns, and healing of many famous Libra ascendant celebrities, from Sarah Jessica Parker to Jennifer Aniston. And if, like me, you are on the journey of learning astrology, then let's dive into a little drama of Libra rising, a little psychology, and a few funny truths that you not might expect.
It's way more fun on Talks by the Stars.
When you ask what a Libra rising sign is, my simple answer is this. It's important that others expect to be fair, gentle, and emotional balance even under pressure. Libra ascendant woman is usually treated as a peacemaker. People assume she will listen, smooth things over, and never cause conflict. Because of this, her real struggles are often overlooked, and others forget she has limits too. These early expectations shape many Libra rising traits, especially in childhood, when safety often came from trusted women. A mother, grandmother, or female role model who taught her kindness and cooperation. As a child, the Libra ascendant learned that harmony equals security, so she avoided conflicts and tried to please, believing love will protect her. If their trust is broken early, Libra rising personality traits can swim in the opposite extreme: defensiveness, emotional distance, or fierce independence. Still, deep down, her true safety zone is always balance. Beauty, music, art, and a relationship that feel fair and supportive. That's why so many Libra rising signs people turn to creativity to heal. It helps them restore inner peace when life feels chaotic. A beautiful example is Carole King, whose music became her emotional anchor. Growing up sensitive and observant, she learned early how powerful harmony could be, not just in relationship, but in sound and words. When life tested her trust and stability, she didn't harden. She transformed her feelings into songs that made millions feel understood. That's a quiet drama of a Libra rising personality. Learn that the balance isn't weakness, but a strength that can turn pain into beauty. I work with many women who have Libra rising sign, and to me, they represent almost untouchable ideal femininity that I always admire. People usually see Libra rising women as elegant, polite, and effortlessly put together, like they somehow woke up already for a brunch photo. The Libra rising appearance is all about balance and harmony. Even that their features aren't perfect, everything fits together in a pleasing, symmetrical way. A Libra ascendant woman rarely feel aggressive or extreme. This is why how to spot Libra rising often comes down to the soft facial lines, clear skin, a gentle smile, and an overall calm, beautiful presence. Her appearance usually includes a graceful posture, smooth movements, and a body that looks naturally proportioned, whether she's slim or curly. People tend to notice details: hair, makeup, clothes, because Libra rising draw attention to aesthetics. And yes, people will notice if something feels of balance. A perfect example is Diane Kruger, whose beauty feels classic, soft, and quietly magnetic, elegant without being flashy, refined without being cold. She embodies the essence of Libra Rising appearance, graceful, balanced, and naturally camera-ready. Libra Rising don't need dramatic outfits to turn heads. But if they do overdress or underdress, everyone will notice and silently judge, like it's a fashion crime against Venus. Here's the fact. Many supermodels have a Libra rising sign, and that's not an accident, because they know how to present themselves to the world. Libra ascendant women are perceived as natural, elegant, harmonious, and visually pleasant. Their style avoids extremes and instead focuses on balanced, soft femininity and refined proportions. Pastel and neutral tones, blush, beige, light gray, powder blue, enhance their diplomatic, graceful aura and make them appear instantly polished. Zoe Kravitz perfectly represents Libra ascendant style through her effortless minimalism and flawless sense of balance. Nothing in her look ever feels accidental or excessive. Clean lines, soft colors, and refined detail create quiet sophistication. She proved that Libra beauty is not about standing out loudly, but about being impossible to ignore because everything is in harmony. Outfits for Libra rising women I expect to feel romantic, fluid, and well composed, never harsh or overly sporty. Flowing dresses, silk blouses, wrap silhouettes, and softly tailored blazers highlight their natural symmetry and gentle sensuality. Shoes and accessories are elegant rather than practical looking, completing an image that feels social, refined, and aesthetically intentional. Helena Christians embody that timeless, romantic elegance associated with Libra rising outfits. Her fashion choice highlights fluid silhouettes, luxurious fabrics, and natural femininity without trying to chase trends. She always looks graceful and composed, as if her clothes were designed to move with her, a signature Libra trait. Libra ascendant makeup is all about enhancement, creating a clean, radiant, almost filtered appearance rather than dramatic transformation. Luminous skin, softly blended eyes in neutral tones, gentle blush, and glossy or satin lips create an inviting, romantic look. Everything is seamless, balanced, and visually appealing, reinforcing the ideas of natural beauty perfected. Leticia Casta captures the essence of Libra rising makeup with her luminous skin, soft features, and understand glamour. Her beauty looks polished yet natural, enhancing symmetry rather than overpowering it. She demonstrates how Libra makeup works best when it feels gentle, radiant, and effortlessly inviting, pure Venus energy in motion. In my practice, I've met quite a few Libra rising people who felt lonely for a long time. Often, they wait for others to make the first move, or they have yet learned how to clearly protect their own boundaries. But when Libra rising find true love, it's usually deep and lasting. A Libra rising woman is naturally kind, thoughtful, and focused on keeping peace in her relationships. But with the Libra rising Aries descendant, love brings fire into her life. She is drawn to a Libra ascendant spouse who is bold, confident, and not afraid to speak up, even when it creates tension. While she thinks things through and tries to please everyone, her partner acts fast, leads naturally, and pushes her to stop doubting herself. In Libra ascendant marriage life, This creates relationships full of moments, passion, and emotional growth. Arguments may happen quickly, but forgiveness comes just as fast, teaching that conflict doesn't mean relationships falling apart. In terms of Libra rising compatibility, this pairing works best when both partners respect each other's differences instead of trying to change them. She learns courage and self respect, while her partners learn patience and emotional awareness. The biggest lesson is learning that harmony is built through truth and action, not silence. A beautiful real life example is Sarah Jessica Parker. Her love story with Matthew Broderick is a classic example of a Libra Aries relationship dynamic. She brings grace, charm, and emotional intelligence into their relationships, while he carries quiet Aries style independence and directness that keeps things honest and grounded. They met in the early 1990s, dated privately for years, and married in 1997, choosing commitment over Hollywood drama. Together, they built a real family life, raising 3 children and supporting each other's careers through fame, criticism, and long periods of distance. Their lasting marriage showed how Libra heart and Aries courage can create a love that survives pressure, not by avoiding conflicts, but by choosing balance, respect, and loyalty every single day. I always see how hard it can be for Libra rising sign to truly find themselves and their own desires. They are so focused on harmony and other people's needs that they sometimes forget to ask, what do I want? And that inner question becomes one of their most important life lessons. And its core, Libra Ascendant Kindip is about finding balance between me and we, between independence and partnership. People with this rising sign grow the most when they learn to trust others, share decisions, and stop carrying the weight of the world by themselves. Their natural gift is creating harmony in relationships, in conversations, and in space they live or working in. This is why Libra rising carriers often thrive in areas like art, beauty, fashion, law, counseling, design, diplomacy, or any role where people and aesthetic matters. Their Venus ruled path pushed them to develop taste, voice, and style, not just for success, but for inner peace. The Libra rising soul navigation teach them that life flows better, but it feels kind and emotionally balanced. Jennifer Aniston is a beautiful example of a Libra rising. Her energy heals through balance, self-respect, and emotional maturity. After very public heartbreaks and years of being defined by her relationships, she chose a new path, one focused on inner peace rather than external validation. Instead of rushing into another romance, she invests in therapy, spirituality, close friendships, and a lifestyle that supports calm and stability. Her version of a new love became safe love, emotional clarity, and choosing a relationship that feels equal, respectful, and peaceful. That's a deeper lesson of her healing. Libra rising doesn't find happiness by chasing partnership, but by becoming whole first, and then allowing love to meet them at the same level. To be honest, my husband also has a Libra rising sign, which is why I know this placement not only from theory, but from real life, especially how it shows up in men. A Libra rising man is usually noticed for how easy he is to look at, the kind of face that feels calm, balanced, and instantly pleasant. The Libra rising man appearance is all about harmony. Symmetrical features, soft lines, a warm smile, and that polished look that makes people trust him right away. The face of a Libra ascendant man carries diplomacy and kindness, which makes people feel comfortable opening up around them. His Libra rising man physical appearance isn't aggressive or flashy. It's refined, proportional, and naturally attractive, even if you can't explain why. His body is usually well proportioned rather than extreme, strong, lean, or athletic in a tasteful way. A Libra ascendant man often moves gracefully, dresses well without trying too hard, and somehow always look put together. Yes, even in a hoodie. This is why so many Libra rising men feel like classic leading men. Think John Bon Jovi's timeless charm, Tom Bradley clean-cut balance, Idris Elba's smooth masculinity, or even Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, powerful, yes, but still surprisingly Venetian and likable. Overall, the Libra rising man appearance says, I know how to be charming without stealing the spotlight. So now I'm curious. Do you feel this about yourself or someone you loved with Libra rising? Write in the comments if you're Libra rising or if this description reminds you of someone instantly. And remember, if balance feels hard right now, it doesn't mean you're failing. It just means your Libra soul is learning most important lesson. If this video made you feel seen, even just a little, that's your sign to stay with me here and subscribe. Follow Talk by the Stars, and let's keep growing together.
It's way more fun on Talks by the Stars.